promise you this. I will promise you this. As an executive on the show, I'm grateful for this person for showing me how not to be. When you're the boss, how not to be. You don't sexually harass your employees. You don't pressure them, bully them, try to intimidate them into what you want. I am grateful for that lesson. I'm glad that God sat back, because not only was he watching to see if I was the person that he thought he had made, but he was letting me see who I am. And I'm grateful for it, because it let me know, and that gave me a lot of my bravery.
So Tyler Perry is in trouble, and we know that this is nothing new, because we as you can see, Christian Keys came out about a year ago, criticizing him and calling him out for the same type of allegations. But somehow, some way, he went invisible and it went away. People stopped talking about it, right? But I keep telling you guys about these Hollywood dudes, right? You can't trust these Hollywood guys. They can't be trusted. A lot of them, they done took that ride down Hollywood and Vine. A lot of them done went in that audition room and sat on that brown leather couch, right? That's how they got in the positions that they got in. Corey Holcomb and people like that been calling it out for years, and y'all was looking at them like they crazy. But now we're in an age where everything is being called out, right? Everything. And it's not just the black folks. They got Harvey Weinstein, they got Kevin Spacey, they got the people over there at Nickelodeon. They're just not promoting it as much as they're promoting the black people, right? But they're getting in trouble too. Everybody's getting this smoke, right? So now you have this guy, Tariq Dixon. He's suing Tyler Perry for $260 million, claiming that Tyler Perry gave him roles that he didn't deserve, and also groped him and tried to force himself on him plenty of times. Right now, do I believe this? I don't know. I just don't trust none of these Hollywood people. But I know right now in the air, there's a lot of powerful people in positions that's being attacked, and they're being taken down, right? Now let's look at what the news is saying in regards to this situation. Check it out.
Tyler Perry tonight facing a multi-million-dollar lawsuit by an actor who claims years of sexual harassment. The lawsuit, asking for $260 million, was filed by actor Tariq Dixon, who was part of the BET series The Oval. The complaint says Perry has been using his power to, among other things, sexually assaulting impressionable and vulnerable employees and actors. Perry's lawyer released a statement tonight saying he will not be shaken down and called them fabricated claims of harassment.
Now, when it comes to this case, they're saying that this case arises from a substantial pattern of workplace sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation perpetuated by Tyler Perry, a powerful media mogul, against plaintiff Tariq Dixon, a professional actor and screenwriter. Mr. Perry is an American actor, film writer, and playmaker who has built one of the most successful careers in the film and television industry. Mr. Perry took his success and power and used his considerable influence in the entertainment industry to create a cohesive, exploitative dynamic with Mr. Dixon, initially promising him a career advancement and creative opportunities such as producing his pilot and casting him in his show, only to subject him to escalating actual harassment, assault and battery, and professional retaliation when Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate. Mr. Perry's unwanted advances. These events occurred while Mr. Dixon was employed in a series regular on the TV show The Oval, and while Mr. Perry had held direct control over his employment compensation and creative opportunities, right? So, he was like, listen, basically what he's saying is he was using the power that he had, and was holding that over Mr. Dixon's head, right? It also says, once Perry recognized the extent of control he had over Mr. Dixon, he escalated this behavior. On multiple occasions, Mr. Perry actually assaulted Mr. Dixon, including one instance where he forcibly pulled off Mr. Dixon's clothing, grabbed his buttocks, and attempted to force himself on Mr. Dixon. Mr. Dixon told a drunken Perry no and attempted to remove Mr. Perry's hands, but Mr. Perry held tightly onto Dixon's wrist. Mr. Dixon was only able to escape after de-escalating the situation and abruptly changing the subject. Now, somebody try to force themselves on you, right? Hold on, let's look. The day after the assault, Mr. Perry called and texted Mr. Dixon relentlessly. saying tried you, call me. Um, I really need to talk to you. Please call me as soon as you can. Finally, Mr. Dixon answered Tyler Perry's call. Mr. Perry profusely apologized for the actual assault while blaming it on other things. Perry continued he didn't know why he would do that. Maybe he was self-sabotaging. On the very same call where he apologized for actual assault against Dixon, Perry told Dixon, "And don't worry, we're gonna do your show," referring to the pilot that Perry knew Mr. Dixon had desperately wanted to produce. So right now it's going to be his word. It's going to be Dixon's word against Perry. But it's getting crazy, and everybody's talking about it. But one person that's talking about this right now that was voicing his opinion on it was Tariq Nasheed. Let's go and visit what Tariq Nasheed had to say, and then we'll come right back. Check this out.
The allegations, the lawsuit, there's some pretty raunchy stuff in the lawsuit. There's some raunchy stuff. The guy was saying that Tyler Perry was coming on to him, and he done slept at Tyler Perry's house, and um, he was sleeping in the guest room, and Tyler Perry kept making little sexual innuendos, and then he said he was talking about all the text messages he was getting from Tyler Perry. They were going back and forth, and some of the text messages are public now, and oh goodness, yeah, it was a little moist. It's a little moist. Um, then the guy said that he was at Tyler Perry's house in the guest room or something, and Tyler Perry got in the bed with him and put his hand on his thigh. Good Lord. Okay, so yeah. Some of them text messages. Okay, it looked like Tyler was trying to get a zaddy. I don't know. I don't know. But some of those text messages, um, yeah, listen. Tyler might have had a little hankering for some zaddy hole, but the guy still might, he might be running he's trying to get like the $200 million. So it's kind of a finesse. The Tyler Perry situation. Unlike a Diddy case or a Bill Cosby case, these allegations, that might actually work in Tyler Perry's favor. This actually might work out for him. Listen, like with Diddy was getting into some moist stuff, but he was having the women do it. So in the system of like you got some non-black women who's being sexually controlled and dominated by a black man. That's just one of the unwritten rules. But see, this is a little different. This is the little difference. See, so Tyler is accused of having a hankering for some alabaster pussy, and Hollywood, they have a history of protecting LGBT perceived figures. See, like in modern entertainment circles, coming out as LGBT, especially like under a scandal or some kind of pressure, that'll lead to public sympathy and support. So if Tyler is seen as a closeted gay man, the media, they might kind of rush to protect him, then basically hold him accountable. You understand? So if Tyler frames himself as a victim of cancel culture, um, he can deflect attention away from actual allegations and say, okay, well, this is homophobia. If he flips it on their asses and embraces it, so this could lead to increase LGBT funding. If he leans into it, see, that's the thing with Tyler. He can pull a chess move and kind of lean into it, pull a Gillum. He'd pull an Andrew Gillum. Now, remember when Andrew Gillum got caught in that hotel with all them bussy stains on the sheets? Yeah, he tried to, because there were allegations about Andrew Gillum for years, but boy, when he got caught in that hotel, all laid out, I mean, they banged punches. So then he came on. He leaned into it. He was like, yes, he did that interview and put on some rouge, dainty rouge, and some lip liner and sassed it up a little bit. He had his eyebrows arched. You like, well, Well, I have a little bisexuality going on here. Okay. So he went the bisexual route. He's a pussy. So he kind of leaned into it a little bit. Yeah. So that kind of got the pressure off, you know. So now that he's leaned into it, you can't sit there and criticize him for having a pussy palooza in the hotel room down in Miami. Uh, and it went away. The stuff, the Gillum, that stuff went away. The media doesn't talk about it. They don't talk about him. And remember, Gillum was in a hotel, ass all up in the air, spread, knocked out. This nigga, I mean, that was a horrible scene. They act like that happened now. They act like that, like it didn't even happen. Yeah. And in fact, they don't let people put pictures of it on the internet no more. There was a whole bunch of pictures on Twitter. They don't let you put it up there no more. Yeah. So if Tyler leans into it, he can kind of flip it. And you know, he can boost relevance. Yeah, Hollywood rewards that system for safe black men. Yeah, they don't mind a wealthy black man who ain't out here about to get with all the white women. They don't have a problem with that. If a black man out here ain't out here smashing the white women, having these children, getting with these white women and having these mixed and black children, no, they ain't got a problem with that. If he wants a little bussy here and there, they ain't got no problem with that. They'll encourage that, because what they don't want to do is start attacking him, and then that discourages other similar types of relationships. They want to encourage that. That's something that they definitely want to encourage with black people, especially black males. They want to encourage that with black males. So it's going to be real interesting to see how this thing plays out, ladies and gentlemen. But more power to Tyler. That's our brother. I think that's unfortunate. This white boy. I think white boy's trying to get a bag, and I think the white boy was probably down with it, and he didn't get the bag he wanted. You understand? I think that white boy probably been throwing some bussy around Hollywood, allegedly. I don't know. This is conjecture. This is conjecture. But yeah, sleeping at dudes' cribs and all of that. Nigga, you know what it was. You know what it was. I guess he didn't get a big enough bag. He spent all that oval money. Yeah, he went from oval to oral, and he didn't get the bag he wanted. So I digress.
I would say, as I said before, you can't trust these athletes, entertainers, because they're contracted in with the Diamond Society. And we know that a lot of these guys were groomed into the positions that they're in to do the things that they do. Now, in today's time where you have the LGBTQ community, out in front and full force, I don't know why Tyler Perry would want to hide his sexuality. If he's that guy that he's maybe bi and he does those things, why hide? He's in a powerful position. He's a very powerful man, and that's the life he lived. Now, these things could be true. Christian Keys came out with sort of the same thing, accusing Tyler Perry. Now, I wouldn't be shocked and surprised if you have 12 to 15 more people coming out saying that Tyler Perry made these advances and Tyler Perry did these things, because this is the time that we in. This is the climate where this is just the way that it's going. So, man, listen. We know that he got that big down in Atlanta, down there in Georgia. He got all those acres of land in his own studio. We know that he's making a studio where he's starting to rival and compete with the white studios. So now that could be a reason where they want to get him out of the way as well. That we don't know. But what we do know is he has multiple allegations now from different men, right? And they're coming for him. They're coming for him. But as more of this come out, we'll talk about more of it. But I want to also look at the flip side. He's a billionaire now. He has his own studio. He's not dependent on Mr. Charlie. He's creating his own and he's competing. Could they have sent somebody after him to bring him down, to humble him? Right? Could they have done that? We don't know. But it's time, as more of this going, we'll report more of this. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.